So when I bought Monty, the day before I picked him up in Colorado, they had a hail and rainstorm, and I guess it was super windy. So on the top there's a little wet spot from where it leaked. So right here. So the guys at Vanworks actually did me a solid and sealed the ceiling fan up top and helped me out and provided me a brand new CNC'd piece of Luan or birch there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start dismantling the top here, and I'm gonna have to take out the ceiling fan, then pop out the LED lights, and then take down the ceiling panel and replace the new one. So wish me luck. So first thing I need to do is remove the covers on the LED lights, and thankfully they're pretty easy. You just pop them off the ring and then slide it off, and then there is the book light. So now that the trim rings are off and unscrewed the lights that pull through, and then there's just connectors here that we disconnect from each of the lights. Then next I have to take the trim of the ceiling fan off just by those screws. On the outside bolsters, there are a few screws that are holding those in, and then a couple like little nails there. I don't know if you can see those, but those nails need to come out, and then taking down this furring strip in the middle and a couple other screws to drop down the ceiling. So the bolster on the driver's side is out. That center furring strip, or the hold strip, whatever you want to call it, move that out, that center brace piece. And then there's only two other screws, that one in the middle there, and then that one on the left, that need to come out, and then that whole piece can come out. However, I need to go find some wire connectors because those are all shrink fit connected wires, so gotta make a trip. So I have the center strip down, I have the ceiling fan ring taken off, and then the light trim rings down. I need to make a trip to get some wire connectors for the lights because those are all heat shrunk connected. So, and then I have the bolster on the side removed also. So once I take down the wires and then the two screws in the middle, then I can drop the panel down. I can put the new CNC'd panel up, screw those in, and then start connecting everything. So I'm running into some issues. I have all of the parts down and unscrewed, but it seems like from the underneath, or from in between the roof and the ceiling, there is a strip on the top side, and it seems like they're either glued or stapled together, and I can't get the rear ceiling panel down. And by the way, it's hot out. So the ceiling panel won't come down, and I gotta call into Vanworks to see if they can help me. After a lot of fun and elbow grease and actually ripping the ceiling apart, the middle was tacked and glued, so I literally had to tear it apart to get it down. It wasn't fun, and it wasn't the best use of time or the most practical way of doing things, but I got it down in a couple pieces actually. So that's the underside, or the ceiling side. I had to break it apart to get it out and cut it into a couple pieces. And then on there is my new one. So I just have to mark a couple holes that are literally tapped screws, so that I have to make sure that I use and mark on the new panel. Just to give you a little visual of the chaos that ensued yesterday. So I had to rip this apart. So this is the ceiling side. This is the other side. That shows you how bad I had to kind of destroy it to get it out. So, but it's out. And the goal of today is to line up the new board and get it in. Pretty much done-ish. All I have to do is hook the lights back in, but got the ceiling back up pretty much the way it was. I had a couple issues on the right side over here. Some of the, all the way down, that whole bolster piece there is all just one piece. I had some issues with that coming down by itself, and then having some issues trying to connect those screws to actually connect to the metal of the van, and then I had one miss on connecting with the screw to the ceiling. So a little pinhole or screw hole there, but nothing major. So otherwise successful. Now I just have to connect the lights and we're done. Well, finished. And the new panel is in, and everything looks pretty good. A couple spots I need to figure out, because the next project is a hanging ceiling surfboard rack.